And behind me, we have an accurate depiction of my booty.
Vespa rides, city guides, and a lot of, interesting food. Welcome to our ultimate Italian road trip. We're Matteo and Misha, the global expats. With our good looks and charming personality, along with our obsession with food and history, we're taking you through all 20 regions of Italy and showing you the unique things they have to offer. And we've started off in Sicily. In our last episode, we began our journey of eastern Sicily on the gorgeous little island of Ortigia, Syracuse, determined to explore all it had to offer despite the unpredictable weather of the Mediterranean. Today we stroll the perfectly parallel streets of Noto, famous for its radiant golden limestone and being the home of Sicilian Baroque architecture, as well as a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Noto is a town that was completely destroyed in 1693 by a massive earthquake that affected the whole area. And when it came to rebuilding it, 3 architects were in charge of designing the city, and they got free rein to do whatever they wanted. And it was during the Sicilian Baroque period of the 18th century, and so a lot of the buildings in that all look the same. However, they were all centered around one main idea, is that all the streets were going to line up with the sun. And so when the sun shines onto the city, it lights up all the streets and makes the whole place reflect off of the yellow limestone that these new buildings were built out of. And so when they started designing the city, it started off with 3 main streets. The one we're on right now is the middle street, and the rest are all on a hill. And so if you think about it like this, it's the hill and then street 1, 2, and 3. The top one being the nobility, the middle one being the clergy, and the bottom one being the people. And so they each had their own street with which they had to walk on. And it is one of the 7 towns of the Val di Noto, which is part of an UNESCO World Heritage Site. This is the Duomo di San Niccolò, the cathedral here in Noto. Its construction began in the early 18th century and was completed in the 1770s. The cathedral dome collapsed in 1996 as a result of unfixed structural weakening caused by an earthquake in 1990. However, since then it has been rebuilt and was opened again in 2007.
These are massive.
From what I've gathered so far, these sculptures over here must be an art installation because they're done by the same man that did the Fall of Icarus sculpture in front of the Concordia Temple in Agrigento. And behind me, we have an accurate depiction of my booty. with us today? We don't have any food.
Did you make a friend? No. They built this city like a grid, so apparently sunset here is incredible because the way the light shines off of the buildings and the streets gives it this really nice glow. Don't know if we're gonna see that today because it is pretty gray, but if you're here and the sun is shining, that's something to look for.
We've stumbled across this little colorful street here, Via Dante Alighieri, who was the father of culture here in Italy.
Looks a little ruined.
It does. I'm guessing there once was a cool picture of here. Not so much anymore.
We've come to find in these smaller towns that there are churches everywhere, and a lot of them actually are boarded up. They have like broken windows, and the windows are boarded and the doors are boarded, so you can't actually go inside them, but there are literally churches like every 2 steps.
In the same square as the Duomo and directly facing it is Palazzo Ducezio. Palazzo Ducezio is the town hall, and you can also get a panoramic view on the rooftop. It is also known for its Hall of Mirrors, whereby there's an optical illusion created that I think comes from a couple hundred years ago. Okay, so we're in the palazzo and we are climbing to the top to see the view. The palazzo has an amazing terrace and panoramic view of Noto. We've only been here for about 3 hours and we've pretty much seen all there is to see. So if you're coming this way, you really only need like a morning or an afternoon, maybe grab lunch, see the town, but I don't think it needs a full day. In our next episode, we discover chocolate heaven in Modica. From the famous hot chocolate to beef and chocolate empanadas, we sample it all.